Problem solvers now. Leaf removal in Portland used to be paid for through gas tax dollars.
Those were the old days, weren't they? Now the city will be billing you unless you opt out. K2 problem solver Shelley Bailey-Shaw joins us to explain what's really a pretty confusing process, isn't it, Shell?
It is, and you live in a Leaf District area if you got one of these flyers in the mail, and basically those areas are areas that have a lot of tree-lined streets. But what you may not know are the hoops, and I mean hoops, that you have to jump through in order to avoid these removal fees. Angela Plute lives in one of Portland's Leaf districts where folks are now being charged for removing leaves in the street, $15 to $30 a year. But Plute points out neighbors already pay their fair share to maintain the city-owned trees.
For example, these elm trees, the homeowner just had an estimate recently that it would cost $1,600 to prune them. About every 3 years we inoculate them for Dutch elm disease, and that's about $150, $180 per tree.
So the residents I'm talking to say the trees aren't mine, they're the city's.
Well, but they use the streets that the trees dump leaves on that create safety hazards and create environmental hazards.
And the city contends those residents are the ones who benefit from the trees.
But the whole city benefits.
According to the city's own studies, trees do reduce stormwater runoff, clean the air, and boost property values and tax revenue. But it's expensive to collect the leaves. $800,000 that the city rather spend on street repairs. If you live in a Leaf district, there are 4 ways you can avoid paying the fee. The first way to opt out is to compost the leaves yourself. But you need to take a photo of your composter and the cleaned area of your street and send it to the city. Option 2, you can put the street leaves in your yard debris container, but again, you need to take a photo as evidence. Option 3, put out an extra container or bag with your yard debris and send a copy of your bill to the city. Finally, the 4th option to avoid the fee, pay a service to rake up your leaves, but again, you have to send a copy of the bill to the city. And make sure the bills are dated before your last city cleanup. Okay, you see what I mean here, and even the city admits that the system may need a little tweaking. But regardless of that, bottom line, if you don't want to pay the fee, you should call the Bureau of Transportation at the number you see at the bottom of your screen, 503-823-1784, or go online to get one of these opt-out applications. And we have a copy of this application at our website at katu.com. Just click on Problem Solvers. Live in Northeast Portland, I'm Shelley Bailey-Shaw, K2 News.